I'm Judge Angel, and I was his full-time sitting judge for over 2 decades. I've seen a few things, but there's good in everyone. And we are here to motivate and encourage you to be all stars. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Welcome, everyone. We are so glad to see you. You know we love you. This is Judge Angel's All-Star Show, and it's about you and it's for you. So welcome, have a good time. And do we have an icon, a leader to introduce to you and share with you some ideas today? That is Mr. Dr. Marshall Thompson. And he is a founder, the director, the promoter, the spiritual encourager, all of that and more to the Shy Lights. Dr. Marshall Thompson, thank you for joining us.
What a pleasure to have me here.
Oh my God, we're glad to see you. You have done so many things. One of the things he just told me is that you learned to use the computer when?
About 23 years ago.
23 years ago. So you know we have to accelerate our learning. Get started.
Right.
Now, how many musical instruments do you play?
Well, I played a harmonica, what you call an old girl, and different harmonica. I played that. I played the drums. I started off as a drummer
Okay.
with Gladys Knight and the Pips.
Yeah. So you play harmonica and drums and what other instruments?
When I play, mess around, I could do with a keyboard. I do a little.
Okay, good for you. And now, did you come from a musical
My
family?
whole family was musically inclined. My dad played with Louis Armstrong. He also was, he's Red Allen's band, Henry Red Allen's band, back in the day. My uncle, which is my father's brother, he got the same name I got. He was the top drummer in Illinois. My
Okay.
mother played the piano for the schools, and my uncle played with the circus back in the days with the trumpet.
Wow. So who taught you to play drums?
Captain Walter died in Deuce High School, Chicago. He was one of the geniuses. He taught Quincy Jones.
Wow.
He had, Sammy Davis Jr. was there at school, Deuce High School. All the geniuses come out of there. Don Cornelius, Soul Train, he was there. I mean, you can name them. Wow, they was right there.
Is that
Red
right?
Fox, he was there.
This is a high school
High
in
school in Chicago, south side of Chicago.
south side of Chicago. Wow, that was a mega fest there.
Yeah. Oh, they got a big statue of him outside the front of the school. So
That's
So when you
beautiful.
Google Deuce High School,
Uh-huh.
it's going to come up. You'll see it.
Okay, good, great. So you went to school with all these people. All you guys are talented,
Oh yeah.
not imagining how far you're going to go in life.
No, we never dreamed of that. Until I got out of high school, and I got that gig at the Wiggle Theater with Gladys Knight. I
Okay,
went down there with my drums. I had rehearsed her show at home. She didn't know nothing about it. Didn't know me from whoever.
okay.
So I went down there and got in. Smokey Robinson was down there. He said, "Man, get you one of them cross sides so you can get in the Wriggle." I got in the Wriggle Theater, backstage with my drum, and they was practicing for showtime. And the guy couldn't play the drums, so I raised my hands in the audience, the sound check, and I ended up getting the job for the week.
Is that so? That's a beautiful life lesson. You knew they were rehearsing at the theater, so you just took your drums down there with you.
Now, just in case you didn't have a drummer.
It's called being prepared. That's what we believe in. You were prepared. Raise your hand in the audience, and
Can I play? I said, Miss Gladys, can I play drums on your show? She said, come on up here. This drummer messing up. I need somebody to play my stuff. So I went up there and played. And then when the curtains opened up at showtime, I couldn't play nothing. I froze. I sat there like that. My foot wouldn't move on the bass drum. My hands wouldn't move for the sock. And so Bubbles said, Gladys's brother said, man, hit them drums, Marshall, like you played it at rehearsal. So the second song, I loosened up.
okay, you relax.
Yeah, but I was scared. I mean, that was
Yeah.
my first time on the stage.
Yes.
On anybody's stage playing drums. My mother sitting in the front looking at me. My father looking at me, looking at me. Everybody, all the kids in the block wouldn't
Yeah.
believe I was going to be on stage. I
Right,
said, I'm going to be
right.
at the Wriggle Theater. They said, man, quit telling that story. Because the theater's right around the house. So they
Okay.
couldn't believe I was gonna be at there. Man, they came out there, they opened up curtains, I seen all them, Bootsy, Bootsy. That scared me to death.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. So, in your neighborhood, you saw a lot of people that were in
Oh,
the music.
everybody lived around. All of us lived Lou Rawls. Everybody lived around the same block. You know.
Nice.
Yeah,
What a
Nat King
great,
Cole. Yeah,
really
all of us.
nice, nice. Now, your father played the piano.
Very piano.
Okay, and who did he play for?
Who is Henry Red Allen's band
Okay.
and Louis Armstrong. He traveled the tours with him.
Okay, good, good, good. That is so great. So, how did you get the Shy Lights together?
Well, in high school, we had our little singing group, of course, like everybody did. You know, all the schools had singing groups. Eugene Rucker was in the Inglewood High School. Squirrel went to Hyde Park High School. Red went to Hyde Park High School. I went to Hyde Park High School for 1 year. Then I transferred over to DuSable, where all the
Okay.
musicians were. And so when I got through playing with Gladys Knight for that week, Major Lance had a #1 record out called Monkey Time. So his drummer got drafted. So I got to work again. He said, Marshall, did you play with Gladys Knight? I said, yes, I did. Play with Gladys Knight in the pit. He said, I need you to be my drummer now. I said, what? He said,
Nice.
yeah, my drummer just got drafted in the Army. So I ended up playing for his drummer. So I went all across the country playing with him for about 2 years. Okay.
Nice.
Then after the 2 years, well, first of all, when we was in Houston, Texas, at Ray Barnett Center Club, Major Lance was late at the hotel. Showtime was already good, ready to start. So Ray Barnett say, man, where's Major Lance? I said, he's at the hotel. He'll be in a minute. Man, we got to start this show. I said, give me that microphone. So he gave me the microphone, and I put it around by my drums, and I sung a couple of songs till he got there. Then
Oh,
at the end of the show, his show, Major Land's show, I asked Ray Barnett. See, I'm easing the guys in now, right? I say, Ray Barnett, listen, could my group come down here and play Ray Barnett's Cinder Club? He said, they don't know who y'all are. Y'all can't draw no people. I said, I tell you what, my manager is Muhammad Ali. Okay?
okay.
I said, I go over to the hotel in Houston because that's where he was training. I go over there and ask him, would he put his name on the marquee? So he
Okay.
put his name on the marquee. I went back to Chicago and got Eugene out of the cab. He was driving a cab. Red was working at the post office, and Squirrel was a welder. So I said, listen, how y'all like to get off them jobs? So I got them off the jobs, and we ended up going to Houston, Texas. Got down to Houston, Texas. All of a sudden, we went in there. People wrapped around the block for Muhammad Ali.
I know that's right. I would have
Wrapped
been in
around. This
line.
class is clear then, right? Actually,
Okay.
wrapped around the block. So we went in there and we started singing, and the girls went crazy. So next thing you know, we was going back down there every month.
Oh,
We was
okay.
doing our show. And then I picked up the Jackson 5, of course. Jackson 5, me and Joe Jackson was partners all these years, for 53 years.
Wow.
The Jacksons, I met him coming over to my house to borrow my arrangements for Jermaine Jackson to sing, one of the Bobby
Yes.
Taylor and Van Kruger songs. So we got to be friends. I let them use my music. They end up at the Regal Theater with us, opening up the show. Okay? Whoever win the talent show, they give them a chance to open up the show.
Nice.
So they opened up the show, and then I was upstairs in my dressing room. Bobby Taylor was a headliner. And I went up there, I said, let me go talk to Bobby and see, could I get with Motown? So I went on upstairs, hey, Bobby, could you take, we were the highlights then, Marsha and the highlight. Could you take us to Motown? He said, huh? He said, let me think about this. So meanwhile, Michael Jackson was down there tearing the stage up. It's spinning around like Jackie Wilson and everything, doing his thing. So when he got down there, Bobby Taylor at the Vancouver said, who is that making that noise down there? It got them girls screaming. Oh, that's the Jackson 5. Okay, they live in Chicago. We play all over the little clubs and around Chicago, and people were throwing money up there. The police come here and run them out the club, running down the alley with the drums and everything. so next thing I know, the next morning, I woke up, I was asleep. my phone rang. It was Joe Jackson. I said, Joe, what's going on, man? Where y'all at? He said, we're on our way to Motown. So that's how they got up there.
Oh, great, great. That's part of life, isn't it?
Oh,
To
yeah.
stay in the surroundings,
Oh, yeah.
the atmosphere, the places where the things you want
Right.
are going on.
Well, we've been
So,
friends ever since, though.
wow,
50 some years.
is
Till he
that
passed away.
right?
Till Joe passed away.
Wow, wow, that is so good. What were some of the songs you guys were like? Oh, girl, how did that
Well,
come
we had
about?
how we got to Old Girl. I can tell you that story. We had cut a lot of little songs around Chicago, just like everybody else did before they got their break. And we end up with a song called what was it? You Did That to Me, and we took it to Mercury Records, but they had a pop group over there called The Highlights.
Oh, okay.
So, dang, we had to change our name. You know what I'm saying? So I said, what should we change our name to? So we end up putting a C in front of the H.
Okay.
That made us Marshall and the Shylights.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So that
Okay.
changed us to the Shylights from the Highlights. Okay? Then I was downtown, I was on the bus, driving, going downtown. You know how you go downtown, buy little clothes and stuff. So I went downtown, and Major Lance was in the street walking up to the office, up to Brunswick Records. Okay, so I seen Major when I got Major say, "I'm glad you down here. Now you can go up there and see the boss." So he took me up there to see Carl Davis. When I got up there to see Carl, who comes up the steps? Jackie Wilson. I said, "Whoa!" I said, "My mama, I'm glad my mama ain't here. She go crazy over you, Jack." He said, "Yeah, but what you doing up here?" I said, "Well, I'm gonna go up here play some drums on some of your, some of the records up there." And I said, "I'm gonna bring my group down here, the Marshall and the Shylights. I'll
Shotlights,
bring
yeah.
them back down here, and we're gonna go audition for Carl Davis." So we went in there and auditioned, sung one song. And Jackie Wilson heard it. He said, "Sign them, boy." So that's how we
Good.
got our start.
Beautiful. That was a nice co-signing, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, what about when you
Oh, we
guys
got
made
to Old Girl. Let's get
yeah,
back to that Old
oh
Girl.
girl, okay.
So we was in New York City at the office up there. We went up there for business, let them know who we were, the guys up in the New York office. So our management team was up there. And our management team managed, at that time, all the top artists in business, Sammy Davis Jr., Frank Sinatra, he was the big guy. He managed all of them. So he said, "Y'all got a manager?" I say, "No." He said, we gonna be your manager." I said, "What?" He said, "You want us to be your manager?" And I was thinking, I said, "Let me talk to my guys, Gene Squirrel about that." So I talked to them, and I ended up saying, "Okay." So the next week, he tells me, "Get your clothes ready. You're going to California. You're going to be on the Flip Wilson show." What? I said, "Now I know you kid now. You're going to be on the Flip Wilson show because we had have your scene already ready."
Oh, okay.
So, because we was on tour with Jackie, and we ended up in St. Louis, Missouri. We had been singing the wrong side for a
Oh,
year, for a whole year.
oh my
And
goodness.
and we was on stage at the Kiel Auditorium, and we got on stage, and we was going off on our last number, and going off the stage, everybody was standing up in their seats. "Have you seen her? Have you seen her?" We said, "What? That's a B-side. We don't sing that." So Bonnie Hayes and Jim Gates say, "You better get up on that stage and sing that. Have you seen it? They're gonna tear this place up." That was a Kiel Auditorium. They were standing up on the seats. We didn't even know it
Okay.
because we never practiced it.
Yeah.
So they were
You
standing up on
guys
the seats.
had to fake it, fake the
Right.
song.
So we went out there and we sung do 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 for about 15 minutes. We sung. That's all we could say. And the
Okay.
audience went wild. They sung with us. I went all traveling. I went all down the aisle singing that. Do 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 do. Sing, y'all sing. I made them sing it because we didn't know it. So we went back home and started practicing it again. It was just a
Yeah.
B-side record for us.
You thought.
Right. We
But
thought.
you thought, but
Yeah.
the
And
public had picked it up and
man,
that
the
they
public
loved
went
it.
crazy over that record.
Yes, that is so funny. That
So,
is so funny.
so that's how that. And then Old Girl, we took Old Girl with us to the Flip Wilson show.
Okay.
Okay, and then we had to do 2 songs. So we ended up doing Old Girl, and it came the biggest record we ever had, period.
Wow.
It came on the charts at #1. It didn't even climb the charts. It came on at #1.
Oh,
But
okay.
pop and R&B, not just R&B, pop too.
Wow. So that's an interesting concept. When you make a record, you don't necessarily have to know
It's up
what
to
is the best side or the
it's
best
up to the
song.
public.
Yeah.
Everybody cut a record. Any act in the world cut a record. They think they got a hit record.
Well, true.
And because it's their records.
Right, right.
Oh, that's a hit. You can walk around 10 years without thinking that's still a hit. And ain't nothing that's a hit till it sell. Now you got a
Okay,
hit.
that's it. I remember that song by Robin Thicke. I can't think of the name of it. He said it's been in his library on the shelf for about 6 years. He
Right.
didn't think anything of it.
That's right.
Somebody else pulled it out and started playing.
That's it.
Marshall, with that, we're going to come right back, okay?
Right.
And hear more great stories.
Thank you.
Hold on. We'll be right back. Great stories for you to hear.
Do you suffer from back, neck, hip, joint pain, or headaches? Is your quality of life not what it used to be? Whether you're a professional athlete, weekend warrior, or just someone who needs relief, Dr. Robert Odell and his friendly staff at the Neuropathy and Pain Centers of Las Vegas have helped thousands of patients relieve their pain. Dr. Odell has pioneered several personalized non-surgical treatment solutions for acute and chronic pain. So stop living in pain and get back into the game. Call 702-257-PAIN, that's 702-257-PAIN, or go to nvpainrelief.com.
My name is Mike Faust. I'm an independent broker owner of a First Choice Business Brokers franchise. I've been helping people buy and sell businesses for 17 years. If you're a business owner, whether you think a disposition of your business is right around the corner or years down the road, I can give you a very good idea of what the market value of your business is today, or I may be able to give you suggestions on how you could improve the value of your business for when you are finally ready to sell. Call me. I'm looking forward to working with you.
Thank you so much for staying with us. Yes, this is Dr. Marshall Thompson. Marshall, you are so grand. You have lived such a grand life. You have been on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. You have your star there. You got a special presentation by the president of the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So they love you. They're still talking about you. And I know that one of the things you did was like Beyonce has come to you and asked you to, if she could sample your music.
Crazy in Love. Right.
Crazy in Love. That's going to be great. That's
I
going
played
to be.
congos on there.
Oh, you're playing the congos on. Oh, wow. That's going to be so wonderful. Now, you and Jay-Z are real good friends?
Well, I met him when we did when Michael Jackson died. We was close when we went to the BET Awards. So I met him there. He said, "Oh, you the one got that record that we got, Crazy in Love."
Okay.
So, but that's far as we go. We don't just talk like I do the stylistics and dramatics and Delphonics, the Dales. Those are our guys, you know.
Okay.
The guys I really be.
Well, didn't Jay-Z ask you to sing at his mom's?
Oh,
he
yeah,
did-
he did our other record. He did his birthday.
Yeah.
December 4th.
Okay.
That's another Starlight, but we sang it on the record.
Oh,
Starlight's
okay.
on the record. Uh-huh.
Good, beautiful, beautiful. Now, you and Snoop Dogg have a special relationship.
Oh yeah, his mother, before she passed, we was been friends for a long time. She asked me to be his godfather.
Oh,
You know.
okay.
So he does a great job. I'm so proud of him. You know.
Yes.
His mother's gone, Beverly is gone, but man, he's doing a great job. He even put us on the show. He put us on when that pandemic when it came in, nobody was working.
Yes.
He kept us on there. Yeah, put them boys on there.
Beautiful.
You know, beautiful cat. You know.
Yeah. He's super talented also. Now, I hear that you have a honorary doctorate.
An honorary doctorate degree. Yeah, I got that in Houston, Texas, at the
Okay.
college over there. It's a, um, it's a church, church your side of it. They gave me the honorary doctor's degree, and this year I'm giving it to Gene Chandler, and
Oh,
I'm giving it to Gerald Austin and the Manhattans.
very
They'll be
nice.
receiving it this year on the 17th of December.
Very nice. That's nice that you're allowed to pass it
Well,
on to the next
when they
group.
gave me mine, they asked me would I give some of my friends, put them, put them in there in the position.
Yes.
So I called Gene Chandler and I called Gerald Austin. I said, man, you all like to get your doctorate degree this year? Man, yeah, yeah. So they're excited. So then when I got their cap and gown and robe like I had to do,
Yes,
and I
yes.
went in there with all them youngsters. Oh, you should have seen me. I was sitting. I thought I was something.
You are. You
And
are.
they put the president of the United States, that medal they got.
Yeah.
They put that around my neck. I stood there crying like a little baby.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. And that was you did get an honorary uh um award from the President of the United
Well, yeah,
States.
but I got a lifetime achievement award from the
Lifetime
president.
achievement. Who gave you that? Which
All
president?
that was came from I got it in Houston, Texas,
Okay, good.
but they brought it. They had to send it for me. Yeah.
Okay, they presented it to
Right,
you in
right.
Texas.
Same time I got my doctorate,
Your
honorary doctor's
doctorate.
degree.
Oh, you got two awards at once. All right, all right.
Yeah. I really been blessed to be able to see these things that are, all of these years, 64 years with the Shielites.
Oh
You know,
my gosh.
yeah.
That's beautiful. You have to tell people how to keep a relationship together. Most folks can't stay married
Yeah,
62
because they
years.
don't pray together. So you got to
Okay.
pray together.
Talk
That's
about
the
it.
key. Okay?
Yes.
Because if without that praying together and believing in what you're doing, you can't stay together. You're going to stay together because it's a difference. Everybody got their own way of thinking. Okay, so you got to you got to get in there together and feel that you can make it happen. And that's
Yes.
what we did. That's what I did. I was a driving force of the group. Eugene Rucker was a writer, songwriter. He wrote them hits for us. And, everybody had a job to do. Red, or the bass singer, he made up all our background singers. And we, four guys, okay, we were singing on all of our records,
Beautiful.
everything. And we
Beautiful.
had little Wells Wallace doing his part. We had Barbara Acklin, who made Love Makes a Woman. She wrote some of the songs with Eugene. She sung the top note on it. So
I know.
we had a great time.
Yeah. Well, you're living the life that I wish everybody could live.
Thank you.
Do good for others, help others, entertain others. People like, I don't have talent. Yes, you do. If you can make someone smile, if you can make someone laugh, you've done a good job.
That's what it's all about.
Yes, it is.
Everything happens for a reason, too. You
Okay.
got to find out what's that reason.
Right.
Okay, when things come through you from the blessings of God, it's for a reason.
Okay.
You got to look at that.
I definitely believe that. Now, you have a book out that's on Amazon right now, right?
Right.
It's called Last Man Standing.
Right.
What were some of the gems you put in the book?
Well, some of the book what we talked about on your show,
Yes.
recognized in that book.
That's
I
right.
said, but
Pray together, keep a
yeah, you gotta keep it
relationship
Keep it
together. Okay.
Because when you're on stage, they're screaming like crazy. Like last week, we did a show out there in San Bernardino. We had 15,000 people at our concert.
Wow.
Okay, and that was crazy. But
That's
they were there
beautiful.
having a good time. If you can make 15,000 people have a good time, you know you could make 4 people get
That is for sure. A lot of the Shielites' music has been used in movies and
Yeah, we all kind of movies.
everywhere, shows.
Power to the
Even,
people.
what's his name? Tony Soprano.
Right, Soprano. I think our manager was managing him as well.
Oh,
So
okay.
we had a old girl in the movie. I never seen a movie that played the whole record.
Great, great, great. That is so wonderful. Well, you have had a beautiful, great life.
Thank you.
And it's so nice. Look at how he's dressed, Taylor. Isn't that beautiful? Sharp as a board of health, coming in here wearing the new stuff. That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Nothing all drab, and
Yeah.
your glasses say a lot about your
Thank you.
personality.
Thank you so
Beautiful.
much.
Just
I'm waiting
wonderful.
on that.
Oh, I forgot. Excuse me. I forgot. But you're having a big birthday party coming up in Las Vegas.
We getting ready to have a blast. Holyfield is my special guest. The
Okay.
boxer, the
Yes.
heavyweight champion. He's coming in, and a lot of guests is coming in. And we're going to, instead of having a one day at Rio, we're doing 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
August
August
24th.
24th is my birthday.
Okay.
25th is another celebration of my birthday. 26th is another. I'm going to have 3 cakes.
See what I mean? When you're a legend, you just got to do it big. That's all. That's wonderful. That's great.
Thank you so much.
So tickets are on sale at
But
Ticketmaster.
Yeah,
Okay.
Don't forget, no, don't miss it. It'll be my 81 years.
81 years,
To
going
help me
strong.
celebrate.
That
Celebrate
is
with
so
me. Make
great.
it your vacation.
Okay.
Come on.
That's right. That'll be a nice vacation. Now, I have to end with this. I know after all these years, you've added a female member to the group,
Right.
Miss Tara Thompson.
Right. Well, she's been with us about 20 years now. And
That's nice.
And she's doing the business. She's
Good.
taking care of the business. She did a
Good.
great job. So, see, my wife had passed 22 years ago. So she used to do all that for
Okay.
years. So when Tara came as a background singer with us,
Oh.
I ended up letting her do it.
Good.
So she did a
Excellent.
good job too.
Excellent. That's the way it is. Well, I thank you for joining us today and blessing us with the information, the stories. We just love you, and you know you're Judge Angel's all-stars forever.
Well, hey, I love it. I love
Okay.
it. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you for blessing us. Thank you, all stars, for joining us. You know this show is for you and about you. Keep your letters, emails, and calls coming. We will do just what you want to see. And remember, all stars, you're braver than you believe, and you're stronger than you seem. And you know you're smarter than you think. We'll see you next time on Judge Angel's All Stars. Bless you.
Hey, this is Marshall Thompson, Godfather vocal group from the legendary Shallots. Dr. Marshall Thompson, I'm on the Angel Show. Woo! What a show here. You got to get me back.
Yes,
What
sir.
a great show.
We are so happy that you were with us today. And remember, you are an all-star. You can be on the show. You can nominate people to be on the show. Just contact us. That's 702, yes, you can, at gmail.com.